Hi, Bill Snopper here, and October Fright Fest is on at Franklin-Sussex Automall. Get fantastic savings up to $10,000 off MSRP on all new Jeeps, Chryslers, Dodges, and Rams.
Get a 2016 Ram 1500 Quad Cab 4x4 for just $139 a month. I see you, Bill.
Think your credit is dead? We'll bring it back to life. Our banks want to say yes, you're approved. Walk in for a great deal and drive out feeling alive. Hurry to Route 23 in Sussex and look out behind you.
Celebration event, Ram Power Days.
Welcome to Monday and Tuesday edition Franklin-Sussex Automall, Franklin-Sussex Hyundai Sports Beat here on local channel 10 and mugsmedia.com. We have Jefferson against Sparta in football. Some sponsors for that game. Piakarski Orthodontics over there in Oak Ridge, New Jersey. Big Jefferson football fans. We have Cars on 15, Kevin Ferrier. Of course, his son was a star at Sparta High School, now playing for Columbia. And we have Sean Breslin, a local attorney, sponsoring that game. Let's roll the highlights on a big game, Sparta against Jefferson.
This portion of a sports beat sponsored by Eastern Propane, your local hometown propane dealer. Call 827-3000.
Let's go to Castles Field for this showdown between two undefeated teams. And Sparta picks up the first down here. Watch Matthew Malte hit Jake Zarillo, who breaks the tackle and picks up 14 yards to the Jefferson 20. The Spartans draw the first blood here. Watch Alex Milliken take it in from 5 yards out as he dives into the end zone, and it's 7-0 Sparta just a minute plus into the game. Sparta's defense forces Jefferson to punt here, and it's Ryan Rossiter coming off the edge for the block, and then he picks it up for the 12-yard scoop and score, and Sparta has a 14-0 lead with 8:08 to go in the first quarter. A great start for the Spartans. Jefferson gets its first down of the game here. It's hard-charging Jacob Jakova with a nice spin move and a 13-yard pickup to the Sparta 45. But the Sparta defense, which was terrific, gets the sack here as it's Mike Rossiter with the tackle and the loss of 10 yards, forcing a Jefferson punt. Then it's Matthew Malte zipping it to Jonathan Byers, who holds on despite the big hit from Alexander Lemming with a 23-yard pickup and a first down at the Jefferson 40. Tough catch. But on 4th and 1, Sparta stopped. Watch Colbin Foddy bust in and wrap up Alex Milligan, and the Falcons turn the Spartans over on downs, and Sparta has a 14-0 lead after one quarter. All right, second quarter we go, and Jefferson gets on the scoreboard. Watch Andrew Benfatti boot the 23-yard field goal, and the Falcons trail 14-3 with 10:44 to go in the second period. Sparta gets the ball back after a Jefferson punt, and on the first play of the drive, it's Matthew Malte with the perfect touch to Eric Castorina, and he does the rest as he outruns everyone to the end zone for 80 yards and a touchdown, and it's 21-3 Sparta with 6:46 to go in the first half. And that's our score at the end of the half as the second quarter ends here with Jason Giratano's second sack as he corrals Logan Hollerritter for the big loss. Third quarter we go, and Jefferson's putting together a drive, and it's Logan Hollerritter dropping it right into Brandon Magnotta's hands with a nice 33-yard pickup and a first down at the Sparta 47. And it's Jalen Torres on the double handoff to Jefferson as he picks up a first down inside the Sparta 5-yard line, and it's first and goal. And the Falcons score here. Watch Connor Brown power in as he pops into the end zone, and it's 21-10 Sparta through 3 quarters of play. Fourth quarter we go, and watch Matthew Malte flick it to Alex Milliken for 19 yards, and it's first and goal at the 1, which set up a Milliken touchdown run to make it 28-10 Sparta early here in the fourth quarter. And the Spartans are pulling away in this one. Watch this nice 8-yard touchdown grab by Alex Milliken as they push their lead to 34-10 here in the fourth quarter. And Milliken caps his big day here with his 53-yard touchdown run as Sparta would roll to the 41-10 victory as they improve to 7-0, and they are in the driver's seat to get the top seed in North 1 Group 3 and win the American Red Division as Jefferson suffers its first loss and falls to 7-1.
We knew it was going to be a very physical game coming in. Jefferson hasn't had a loss all year, and they're putting up 30, 40 points, and they're winning up no points, at most 7 points against their other opponents. So we knew all week it was going to be a tough one, but we worked hard. Every single day we're in film for like 2 hours, and we came prepared, and that's what we needed to do.
It was really exciting. We were very excited to play this game since the beginning of the season, and we just went out. Everybody wanted it. We practiced hard and came out on top.
It was a huge win today. It's nice seeing everybody come out around us, whether it was on social media or even in school. All of our teachers and people that we're all friends with are all saying good luck this game, because everybody knows it's a huge game. 2 undefeated teams playing.
I thought it was great. We came out hard. We came out knowing they're a fantastic team. 7-0. We're 6-0. So especially off the win last week, it was fantastic. Had to come out hard. We had to. So I thought it was fantastic.
It was just a great game. Everyone came together. The community came. Everyone played as a team. It was just a team effort.
First of all, I'm extremely proud of our kids and our coaches going out there and playing against a quality Jefferson football team. Going out there and playing a physical team. I'm extremely happy of our efforts. You just can't say offense, defense. Definitely with special teams, was a huge punt block. But I think everything in this game started with the way our defense played. That team was putting up a lot of points, and I think it's a credit to obviously Chris Kappelmeyer and the plan that he put together, because we actually left him in some bad situations, and all those guys consistently went out there and answered the challenge right there.
Sparta jumped out to a quick 7-0 lead, and then special teams did their job. Ryan Rossiter with the block punt and a 12-yard scoop and score.
I just found some way to get through them. I swam them, and then I saw the ball come at me, and I blocked it. And then I saw the ball on the ground, scooped it up, and ran it in, and felt really nice.
One of the question marks around the Sparta team coming into the season was the offensive line. They've answered those questions, and they had a great second half today when they pulled out this victory.
We've been trying all year, so we come back. We have 4 new guys to come up on the line. So we're always trying to get in there, make big holes for Alex, and protect Matt.
Ever since day one, people have been worried about what the offensive line would do because we're a lot smaller than some of the lines Sparta's had in the past. And, this year's really been us proving, that it's not all about size. Our strength and our athleticism is enough to, get some guys moving so Milliken can make the play. And I think we're all very happy with how we've done so far.
Absolutely. Ever since June, the O-line has just been putting a lot of work, and big shout out to them. The holes they give me, and sometimes it doesn't go our way, but most of the time our offensive line plays phenomenal, and I owe them all credit.
The good thing about those guys, there is some shaky patches in the second quarter, but when the game was on the line, end of the third quarter straight through the fourth, I think those guys really started gelling together, making big plays and staying on blocks, and Alex and Matt and all of our receivers making plays.
That offensive line loves blocking for Milliken.
It's awesome. I mean, those are the guys that get all the glory, but there's a lot of personal satisfaction in blowing a guy up so that your teammates can score and you guys can win, so it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, all you have to do is give him a little bit of a hole, and he'll be right through there. So whether he's trucking people over or just juking them out, we can always count on him to get a lot of yards.
Jefferson came to this game scoring well over 30 points per game. Sparta's defense was just amazing. Jason Giratano, big on the defensive line with 2 sacks.
Defense just did phenomenal. Everyone played good. Everyone did good setting the edge. And then people like Mike and Robbie did good filling and the line, good pressure. 2 passes, something like that. And they were kind of lucky. good throwing balls. And then it was just a great defensive effort. And offense, too. Alex and Jonathan's good. Mate and the line blocked really well.
This win doesn't settle everything for Sparta. Puts them in the driver's seat for the division title as they have High Point next week. But it also gives them a ton of power points. So Sparta right now, things are looking good to be the top seed in North 1 Group 3 and to claim the division title. But Frank Marciano is not looking past High Point.
Yeah, it's a huge win for us. They're undefeated, so we got a lot of power points from this. They're in our playoff section now too, so this is a great win for us, and I wish them the best of luck the rest of the season.
We knew going in against Roxbury that we're going to play 3 playoff teams, and it was going to be a test to who we are as Sparta. So going out and showing that we're strong and we're a good team is really good, and I think we're ready to go going into states this year.
Absolutely. We come in here, we know we have to beat the good teams, and that's how we're really going to establish ourselves as a powerhouse for Sparta as a whole. So it's nice to come into the playoffs on a good note.
Defense line was stellar, actually. We held them. We made sure we got our pressure. We had a few slip-ups, but everyone makes mistakes, and we regroup, and we try our hardest to get it back to normal.
I actually told the kids, High Points is another playoff game. So the last 4 games of our season, are going to be playing teams that are going to be in the playoffs. So, we welcome the challenge to me as a coach and for us as players. It's actually a blessing in disguise because you get a chance to play 4 straight playoff games before you start the playoffs.
All right, folks, here we are, our title sponsor on the lot with Franklin-Sussex Automall, the only choice you need, Route 23 in Sussex. Come on down here, get that newer used vehicle. We'll take care of you. Come on, you got to hit the numbers, folks. New month now, right? Is it a new month or still October? Still October. Oh, it's Halloween. Oh, boy. Oh, I don't like Halloween. I never dressed up as a kid, and I'm certainly not going to dress up as an adult and go to a party. I mean, I'd rather shave my head with a cheese grater. I would never dress up for Halloween. You know what I mean? I did shave my head with a cheese grater. I had a dream I had that rug on last night, and for some reason, I dreamt that I had the rug on. It was crooked, and I don't know, that the tape used to come off. Dreaming about that, I wake up, I go, oh, thank God I don't have that rug on my head anymore. It's better to be bald. All right, let's take a commercial time out.
Hi, Bill Snopper here, and October Fright Fest is on at Franklin-Sussex Automall. Get fantastic savings up to $10,000 off MSRP on all new Jeeps, Chryslers, Dodges, and Rams.
Get a 2016 Ram 1500 Quad Cab 4x4 for just $139 a month. I see you, Bill.
Think your credit is dead? We'll bring it back to life. Our banks want to say yes, you're approved. Walk in for a great deal and drive out feeling alive. Hurry to Route 23 in Sussex and look out behind you.
Celebration event, Manpower Days.
United Water is now Suez, safe, clean water for the communities they serve.
Penn State is right here in the greater Scranton area.
We're top ranked by corporate recruiters.
We have 4-year degrees, so you can finish here or at another Penn State campus.
There's new scholarship money available.
And there's no application fee when you visit here.
Penn State Worthington Scranton.
Download your application fee waiver at psu.edu/visit Worthington Scranton.
I'm Sally Pearson from Dixon Energy. Letters like this one are music to my ears.
Dear Dixon, when our old oil company closed with no warning, I was scared, nervous as a cat in a room full of rocking chairs. I called Dixon for help, and in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, heating oil was on its way. Now we're warm as toast, because we finally have a local dealer we can count on.
To be a happy gas or oil customer, call Dixon today.
Hi, I'm Marco Lima.
I'm Adam Anderson. We're private wealth advisors with Morris Retirement Advisors, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial in Sparta and Parsippany, New Jersey.
What makes our team at Ameriprise Financial unique is our exclusive confident retirement approach, which is the first step in creating a clear roadmap for your financial future. We'll start with a one-on-one conversation talking about your goals and dreams. Then we review 4 crucial needs, covering your essentials, ensuring your lifestyle, preparing for the unexpected, and leaving a legacy.
We'll be there along the way to check your progress and make adjustments as your situation changes. We'll help you to develop a plan to help you feel more prepared and live the retirement you've dreamed about.
My favorite aspect of my job is sitting down, spending time with clients, and really listening. It's not just about bar charts and spreadsheets.
No matter what your financial dreams are, our mission is to help you to discover moments of brilliance and to reach your financial goals through a personal relationship based on knowledgeable advice.
Visit our website at morrisretirementadvisors.com.
Let us help you plan for a confident retirement. Call us at 973-917-3905 for a 30-minute complimentary consultation.
You know you love pizza and Italian food. Dominic's Pizzeria and Italian Restaurant has got you covered from one end of the county to the other with 3 great locations. Dominic's, East Clinton Street in Newton, with a brand new dining room. Then there's Dominic's on Munsonhurst Road in Franklin. And the third location is Chesco's, Route 94 south in Newton. All 3 locations offer simply great food. Dominic's in Newton, 383-9330. Dominic's in Franklin, 209-1007. And Chesco's, 383-2840.
Eastern Propane, since 1938, 3 generations of a Nicholson family has been serving the area with clean, dependable propane. A lot has changed over the last 75 years, but not the dependability of Eastern Propane. Eastern Propane is and always will be your local hometown propane dealer with their friendly team of customer service and people in the fields. Eastern Propane involved in the communities they serve. Eastern Propane, exceptional energy. Call 827-3000.
Sussex County Community College is a great place to branch out and figure out what suits you best and what fits you as an individual.
The array of classes that they offer was perfect.
Professors will go out of their way for you. They'll sit with you until you understand completely.
It was the right choice for me because it would save me money and I would be able to get all my gen eds done before you're moving on to a 4-year university.
Visit us at sussex.edu to find out more. Sussex County Community College. Start here, go anywhere.
Welcome back to the Franklin-Sussex Automall Franklin-Sussex Hyundai Sports Beat. The Pope John Lions surprising some people with their fine season so far. They went up against an old foe, DePaul Catholic. Always a great matchup. Let's check it out.
These highlights are being brought to you by Rev It Up, Auto and Maintenance Garage on Main Street in Sparta.
Picking up 4th and 1 for DePaul on the Pope John 35, and it's Amir Porter coming up and filling the hole and making the stop behind the line of scrimmage and turning the Spartans over on downs as Pope John comes up with the stand and takes over 1st and 10. Then on 2nd and 7, it's Ty Hironica rolling left and hitting Christian Eisen in the flat for the 16-yard gain before being knocked out of bounds and picking up the Pope John 1st down. DePaul would get it back, though, on offense, and it's Sheldon Applewhite to Teddy Harper over the middle for the 14-yard gain and a Spartan 1st down across midfield. We'll take this one to the second quarter now, still scoreless, and it's Sheldon Applewhite rolling right and hitting Vinny DePalma, who rumbles down the right side for a 20-yard gain to the Pope John 29. And the Spartans would score first as Sheldon Applewhite hits Ronnie Hickman as he makes a man miss and gets into the end zone, and it's 6-0 DePaul with just under 9 minutes to play before the half. Pope John would come right back, though, on the very next possession, as on the first play from scrimmage, they give us to Terrence Jones, who gets around the outside and gets the edge and stiffs arms a man down the right side, and he'll win the foot race to the end zone as Jones goes 75 yards to the house, and just like that, Pope John's up 7-6 with 8.5 remaining in the second quarter. DePaul looks to answer and keep the drive going. On 3rd and 8, it's Sheldon Applewhite going over the middle to Teddy Harper, who picks up 11 and a Spartans 1st down. The Spartans then would face a 4th down later on the drive, and it's Sheldon Applewhite showing composure and firing a strike over the middle to Ronnie Hickman for 17 yards and a Spartans 1st down. And then the Spartans would cap the drive off here as Sheldon Applewhite delivers a dime in the back corner of the end zone to Ronnie Hickman on the fade route as he gets his foot in for the touchdown, and DePaul retakes the lead 12-7 with 3:57 remaining in the half. Ty Hironica, though, will come back on the next possession and fire a strike over the middle to Jason Miller for the 10-yard pickup, but the drive would stall and end in a missed field goal, and it would remain 12-7 DePaul at the half. We'll take this one to the third quarter now, and it's Pope John deep in Spartans territory, and Ty Hironica's hit as he throws, and it's Isaiah Laura with the interception for DePaul, and he'll take it the distance 80 yards the other way for the pick six, and DePaul now has a 19-7 lead with 7:38 remaining in the third quarter. Tough break there for the Lions. Pope John, though, will come back on the next offensive possession, and they're facing a 4th and 5, and they opt to go for the fake punt and the direct snap to Christian Eisen, who takes it off the left side, picks up 6, and enough for a Lions 1st down. That fake punt conversion would be huge here as on 2nd and goal. The Lions would give it up to Terrence Jones, who takes it in from 5 yards out to cut the lead to 5, 19-14 Spartans late in the third quarter. Fourth quarter now, still the same score, and DePaul would add to that 19-14 lead as they go with the quarterback keeper, and it's Daquan Robertson with the carry up the middle as the officials check, talk about it, and agree he's over the goal line for the touchdown, and it's 26-14 DePaul with 7.5 remaining in the contest. Pope John, though, wouldn't go away as it's Ty Hronika dropping back and delivers a strike over the middle to Brian Dolan, who's got daylight in front of him, but he's tripped up, but not after a huge 67-yard gain and a first down for Pope John inside the Spartans' 20. But on 4th and 2, Pope John has to go for it, and Hronika rolls left, throws left, but his pass is thrown into traffic and falls incomplete, and Pope John falls to DePaul 26-14 and falling to 4-4 before going to Hudson Catholic next weekend.
Kids played hard, and like you said, it's another tough game, but I talked to the kids, we got to finish, we got to finish plays, we got to finish drives, we got to learn how to finish,
Talk about this offense. You guys had a nice big 76-yard touchdown run to get the scoring going for you guys, and you guys had another 3-yard touchdown pass. Talk about how this offense was able to get going against very physical DePaul defense.
Yeah, I mean, we started to move with the ball and started to make some big plays. Our offensive line did good. Our running back did a great job. We threw a big play there with about 6 minutes left. We got inside the 20. We didn't finish that. That would have been a big one. Would have got us back down by 5. So that was the score we needed to do.
And then the big mistake for you guys, probably that big pick 6 that really swung the tide from DePaul's favor. But do you guys feel like you guys are getting closer to the big boys now?
We don't want to be closer. We want to be better, you know what I mean? So that's not the goal. The goal is not to get close to them. The goal is to beat them. So we got a lot of work.
And then you guys get Hudson Catholic next week. Your thoughts going into the next weekend?
We got to heal up. It was a physical game. We got banged up a little, so did they. We got to get ready mentally and physically, and then we got to finish the season. And hopefully, we'll get deep in the playoffs. But like I said, we got to finish,
Is John Lennon still the AD there? Joe Lennon? Joe Lennon. Yeah, he's a good guy. Hey, Joe Lennon, DePaul Catholic. Yeah, he coaches baseball over there. One time I had to cover a DePaul game for MSG Varsity. The score was like 20-0. It's like just, I know they had the 10-run rule back then. I think they did, but it was a long game. I couldn't keep track anymore. It was one of those games you wanted to end. Anyway, we're here at the world-famous Automall. Well, you never want the fun to end because you get a good deal each and every time, all right? Come on down here, folks, and get that new or used vehicle. Do it today. We need the numbers to go up, 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 up. Come on, come on, come on. Let's take a commercial timeout.
Hi, Bill Snopper here, and October Fright Fest is on at Franklin-Sussex Automall. Get fantastic savings up to $10,000 off MSRP on all new Jeeps, Chryslers, Dodges, and Rams.
Get a 2016 Ram 1500 Quad Cab 4x4 for just $139 a month. I see you, Bill.
Think your credit is dead? We'll bring it back to life. Our banks want to say yes, you're approved. Walk in for a great deal and drive out feeling alive. Hurry to Route 23 in Sussex and look out behind you.
Celebration event, Manpower Days.
Hi, my name is Sheriff Mike Strada. If you have information relating to crime in Sussex County, please call our hotline at 973-300-CRIME or visit our website at www.sussexcountysheriff.com. If your tip leads to an arrest, you could receive an award of up to $1,000 and you also remain anonymous. Thank you.
This message made possible by D&H Risk Solutions. For more information, go to risksolutions.com. Winter, spring, summer, fall. For over 75 years, Eastern Propane is and always will be your local hometown propane dealer. Propane is clean, dependable energy. Eastern Propane, 3 generations of the Nicholson family. Eastern Propane is proud to support the student athletes of Northwest New Jersey. Eastern Propane, your local hometown propane dealer. Call 827-3000. Betts has been providing turnkey remediation contracting and environmental consulting for over 25 years. Betts owns and operates a full-service fleet of excavation and construction equipment that enables us to provide in-house services for both small and large-scale projects. If you're in need of due diligence, environmental consulting, or LSRP services, call Betts Environmental today.
Pop, 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 money, money. Pop, 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 money, money, money.
Use your phone to pay your friends. You can even pay the rent. Out to dinner, pay your buddy. Use your phone to pop your money.
Lakeland Banks, pop money, money. Pop, 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 money, money, money.
Pay the sitter, send a gift. It's real easy. You get my my drift? You don't need checks, you don't need cash. Use Pop Money, it's so fast.
Lakeland Bank's Pop Money, the easy way to pay people. Pop to it.
Welcome back to the world-famous Automall, ladies and gentlemen. Lakeland against Lenape Valley. That's a pretty good matchup. Lenape Valley wins, they get the division title. Let's find out who won.
This portion of a Sports Beat is sponsored by Tire King, behind the AMP in Sussex, where everyone can afford to retire. Tire King now does brakes as well. Tire King. Tell Charles Caparis Muggsy sent me. Walk in there and yell out, Tire King. The phone number is 875-5950.
First quarter action here at Lenape Valley High School in this big American Red Division showdown. And Lenape Valley's facing a 3rd and 5, and it's Stevie Leiden getting the corner and the first down for the Patriots near midfield. And then Leiden takes off for the touchdown with this 34-yard scamper on the sweep as he races into the end zone, and it's 7-0 Lenape Valley with 9:20 to go in the first quarter. Lenape Valley gets the ball back deep in their own territory, but that changes here. Watch Mr. Excitement Stevie Leiden break free and pick up 42 yards and a first down as Ryan Sullivan of Lakeland saves a touchdown. And on the counter, it's Leiden again, taking off for the big gainer and a first down at the Lakeland 12, and the Pats are set up. And then Troy DuPont caps the drive here on the 1-yard touchdown run, and the Pats have a 14-0 lead after 1 quarter of play. Second quarter we go, and it's Mr. Excitement again on the sweep as he turns it up and picks up 43 yards and a first down to the Lakeland 15. Then it's quarterback Jay Pruden powering in on the quarterback sneak to make it 21-0 with 5:25 to go here in the first half. Lenape's defense was also tough. Watch Ron Lucchese, who was coming off an injury, break in and get the sack for the Patriots, forcing a Lakeland punt. And Lenape Valley marches down the field, and it's quarterback Jay Pruden to Stevie Leiden, who fights his way into the end zone for the 8-yard touchdown, and it's 28-0 Lenape Valley with just over a minute to go in the first half. The Pats cap the half here as Ron Lucchese gets another sack, forcing the fumble as Joe Ruggieri recovers, and Lenape Valley has a 4-touchdown lead at the break. Okay, third quarter to go, and Lenape Valley's defense turns up the pressure once again. This time it's Steven Sylvester on the blitz and the sack, and Lakeland has the punt. Then it's Jay Pruden off the play action, connected with Sean Pryor for 40 yards and a first down to the Lakeland 20-yard line. And then it's Stevie Leiden again sprinting to the edge for the 2-yard score, and it's all Lenape Valley, 35-0 after 3 quarters of play. Lakeland does get on the scoreboard here in the fourth quarter on his 39-yard touchdown run from Kelvin Gonzalez to cut Lenape Valley's lead to 35-7 early in the quarter. The Lenape Valley's second unit answers with this 2-yard score from Drew Pickett as the Pats roll to the 41-14 victory as they improve to 7-1 and capture the American Red Division, their second straight divisional championship.
It was a great win. We really needed it because we got the conference to ourselves now, so it was a really good win. And then all starting practice, working hard. We knew they were going to come out and be a tough team. They had some big kids. We knew the quarterback was good. We stopped him for most part. So I think that this was a really good win.
We came out here. We knew they were a good team, but we didn't let that stop us. We came out here. We ran the ball well. We passed the ball well, and our defense played phenomenal.
It was a great win. You know, we got the championship. It was back-to-back wins over the last 2 years. It hasn't been done since 1998 and 1999, so it was a great feeling. We came out and got the job done.
The first half I thought was as good a half of football as we played in 10 years. I mean, you and I, shared that off the screen. No penalties, no turnovers, no mistakes in the kicking game. Just we're able to drive the ball. All the backs contributed. We were able to mix in a couple of passes. It just that's as good as the Delaware wing tee has looked here at Lenape.
Talk about this first half. You got it off to a very quick start, 28-0 lead heading into halftime. Talk about that. Looked like probably the best half of football I've seen from Lenape all year.
Yeah, that's literally what our coach said. Besides the one punt we caught at the 3-yard line, which is the only bad thing, that was probably the best half. We moved the ball great. Every drive was almost a touchdown, so it was a really good drive.
It all starts on the line. Everyone says it. Those guys don't get a lot of credit, but their blocks are amazing. They're pushing. It really opens up the game for the backs.
Coming in, I was really nervous. I looked at, they play Wayne Valley. They play some big schools, and we're not real big up front. I was afraid we were going to get worn down, but the kids, well, I'll tell you, it's a special group of kids. They really work hard, and it's been a year-long process. I mean, you've been around this. It started last winter with these linemen and stuff. So I'm happy for them. I really am. Especially the seniors.
Yeah, you were part of that defense. So you had a big sack there to force a punt on third down. Talk about how this defense was as dominant as they've been all season. 28-0 first half. You guys had the shutout for the first string, and the second team came in. But talk about how dominant this defense was.
Our D-line, that's where it all starts. They're getting in there and making plays in the backfield. The middle linebackers, they're stopping runs up the middle. And then pass coverage, it's really great by the corners and safety.
Our defense has played a great game, all week we practice defense the majority of the time, because each week our defense just has to keep getting better and better, and they were here tonight, and we played a great game.
Talk about how this Lakeland team is very tough coming in. This was for the conference. You guys wrapped up the division with a nice win tonight at home, and you guys got a home state playoff game.
I love it. It's always good having another game here. It's my senior year, so I love to play as many games as I can here, so it's really good.
You face another tough Jefferson team who's coming into this week undefeated. Your thoughts about going to see the Falcons?
I'm actually going to watch the game tomorrow, so I think it'll be a good game. It's always fun playing them, but it prepares us for the state, so I think it's a really good last game, and it'll give us a good run.
They're undefeated right now, but we played a couple undefeated teams last year. We made them get their first loss, so hopefully we can do it one last time.
Can't wait. It's always a great time playing a competitive team, and it really show us where we're at going in the states, and it'll give us a good look with some a good game.
I think playing Lakeland, playing Jefferson, it helps prepare you for what's down the road. Because it's going to be the same kind of teams, very physical, very good defensively. So Jefferson will definitely be a challenge for us, but it's the kind of stuff we need.
Folks, buy a car here at the Automall like Chris McIlvain of Sparta did. Steve Leo, Parisi Speed School, bought a car here. All right, but buy a car here and we'll announce your name on the air. All right, folks, the world famous Automall. Let's take a commercial time out.
Hi, Bill Snopper here, and October Fright Fest is on at Franklin-Sussex Automall. Get fantastic savings up to $10,000 off MSRP on all new Jeeps, Chryslers, Dodges, and Rams.
Get a 2016 Ram 1500 Quad Cab 4x4 for just $139 a month. I see you, Bill.
Think your credit is dead? We'll bring it back to life. Our banks want to say yes, you're approved. Walk in for a great deal and drive out feeling alive. Hurry to Route 23 in Sussex and look out behind you.
Celebration event, Manpower Days.
When it comes to caring for the unexpected, take comfort in knowing that our emergency department is prepared and equipped to take care of all patients' needs, from minor injuries to more advanced life-threatening illnesses like heart attacks and strokes. No other provider can match the experience, commitment to quality, and access to state-of-the-art technology available at Newton Medical Center. And as part of Atlantic Health System, we're also the only facility seamlessly connected to all the resources and medical experts at Morristown Medical Center and our sister hospitals for the breadth of high-quality and nationally ranked services offered throughout our network.
Pop, 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 money, money. Pop, 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 money, money, money.
Use your phone to pay your friends. You can even pay the rent. Out to dinner, pay your buddy. Use your phone to pop your money.
Lakeland banks pop money, money. Pop, 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 money, money, money.
Pay the sitter, send a gift. It's real easy, you get my drift? You don't need checks, you don't need cash. Use pop money, it's so fast.
Lakeland Bank's Pop Money, the easy way to pay people. Pop to it.
Pop, pop, pop.
Hi, I'm Marco Lima.
I'm Adam Anderson. We're private wealth advisors with Morris Retirement Advisors, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial in Sparta and Parsippany, New Jersey.
What makes our team at Ameriprise Financial unique is our exclusive confident retirement approach, which is the first step in creating a clear roadmap for your financial future. We'll start with a one-on-one conversation talking about your goals and dreams. Then we review 4 crucial needs, covering your essentials, ensuring your lifestyle, preparing for the unexpected, and leaving a legacy.
We'll be there along the way to check your progress and make adjustments as your situation changes. We'll help you to develop a plan to help you feel more prepared and live the retirement you've dreamed about.
My favorite aspect of my job is sitting down, spending time with clients, and really listening. It's not just about bar charts and spreadsheets.
No matter what your financial dreams are, our mission is to help you to discover moments of brilliance. and to reach your financial goals through a personal relationship based on knowledgeable advice.
Visit our website at morrisretirementadvisors.com.
Let us help you plan for a confident retirement. Call us at 973-917-3905 for a 30-minute complimentary consultation.
The Moorville Agency, providing insurance for towns, counties, schools, and public entities. The Moorville Agency, with over 30 years' experience in the field. The Moorville Agency. For more information, call George Moorville at 973-383-3110.
Attention high school athletes, weekend warriors, and seniors. Therapeutics Unlimited is a physical therapy and sports rehab provider. Therapeutics Unlimited also provides pediatrics and vestibular therapy. Therapeutics Unlimited uses cutting-edge technology for personal one-on-one physical therapy with the goal of getting the patient to a full and speedy recovery. Therapeutics Unlimited with 4 locations in Sussex and Morris counties. In Sussex, Sparta and Andover. In Morris County, Randolph and Morristown. For more information, visit turehab.com.
Welcome back to the Franklin-Sussex Automall, Franklin-Sussex Hyundai Sports Beat. Big matchup locally, Newton against Wallkill Valley. Let's check it out.
This portion of a sports beat sponsored by Eastern Propane, your local hometown propane dealer. Call 827-3000.
Newton wastes no time here at Palmer Field, and it's Wyatt McCarthy taking it around the end for the 58-yard touchdown run, and Newton has the early 7-0 lead over Wallkill Valley. Braves get the ball back, and his quarterback Luke Young finding a wide-open Scott Price for the 85-yard catch and run, and Newton has a 14-0 lead over Wallkill. Newton's defense has been tough all season, with Ryan Kaiser with the tackle and a loss of 8 yards for the Newton Braves. But Wallkill Valley picks up yardage here, while Dylan Harlos with the short pass to Arian Zaku, and he picks up 21 yards and a first down to the Newton 47. Then it's Harlos hitting Jake Lonsky for 15 yards and a first down at the Newton 32, but the drive would end with a missed field goal, and it stays 14-0 Newton. The Braves come right back, and on the double handoff, it's Will Larson, and he's off to the races for 80 yards and a touchdown, and it's 21-0 Newton with 3:59 to go in the first quarter. The Braves take a 27-0 lead after one quarter on their 4th score of the period on this terrific catch with a 39-yard touchdown by Marcus Coward, and Newton is up by 4 scores. Second quarter we go, and it's Chase Kramer. Just watch his great field vision as he goes 80 yards for the touchdown, and it's all Newton, 34-0 with 9:24 to go in the second quarter. And it's Chase Kramer again, this time on defense, as he makes the pick, and he weaves his way into the end zone from 43 yards out, and Newton has a commanding 41-0 lead with 8:13 to go in the first half. And the Braves make it 48-0 here on this 13-yard run from Will Larson, and Newton's running away with this game as they have a 48-0 lead at the half. Wow. All right, we move to fourth quarter action, and Newton adds its final score here on this 12-yard touchdown run from Jimmy Snyder. Wallkill would add a Dylan Harlos touchdown as Newton rolls to the 54-6 victory to improve to 7-1 as Wallkill Valley falls to 1-6.
Feels good. You know, we move up to 7-1, I think, now. And, you know, we're rolling into next week. You know, we want a good momentum going into States.
That's huge. You know, we're 7-1 now, and it's a huge win tonight, and we'll be home for States.
Yeah, it was a great game. I was real proud. We got everybody involved. You know, we got on them early, executing our base plays. Kids played hard. You know, they blocked well and they tackled well.
I want to thank the Newton Pride for their sponsorship this year. My good friend Dave Petrie. Dave, I got the story on for you, and you went away last weekend. You didn't even watch it. Come on, I asked if you was on. You said you didn't know. Petrie, you're slipping here a little bit. All right, folks, we have our top 5 and scoreboard sponsored by our good friend Mark Unglob at Farmers Insurance.
Hi, Bill Snopper here, and October Fright Fest is on at Franklin-Sussex Automall. Get fantastic savings up to $10,000 off MSRP on all new Jeeps, Chryslers, Dodges, and Rams.
Get a 2016 Ram 1500 Quad Cab 4x4 for just $139 a month. I see you, Bill.
Think your credit is dead? We'll bring it back to life. Our banks want to say yes, you're approved. Walk in for a great deal and drive out feeling alive. Hurry to Route 23 in Sussex and look out behind you.
Celebration event, Ram Power Days.
United Water is now Suez, safe, clean water for the communities they serve.
Sussex County Community College is a great place to branch out and figure out what suits you best and what fits you as an individual.
The array of classes that they offer, it was perfect.
Professors will go out of their way for you. They'll sit with you until you understand completely.
It was the right choice for me because it would save me money and I would be able to get all my gen eds done before moving on to a four-year university.
Visit us at sussex.edu to find out more. Sussex County Community College. Start here, go anywhere.
Hello, this is Father McHugh, Director of the Catholic Academy of Sussex County. The Academy, providing excellence in education and a faith-filled environment for all of our students in grades pre-K through 12, has moved to one campus at the corner of Andover Road and Sparta Avenue in Sparta. We offer an easy transition for our students as they journey through elementary, middle and high school education. The Reverend George A. Brown Memorial School has been repurposed to meet the needs of our youngest students in grades pre-K through 4. The new Pub John, the 23rd Middle School, unique in the Dice of Patterson, offers a true middle school environment for our students in grades 5, 6 and 7. And Pub John Regional High School grades 8 through 12 continues to focus on college preparation and offers a full complement of 134 courses on 3 levels. We invite you to be a part of the Academy family. Contact Ann Kaiser in admissions today at 973-729-6125 and extension 255 to schedule a visit in any of our schools. Our doors are always open.
Are you looking for something new out of your grocery shopping experience? Sussex Meatpacking is here to help. For over 50 years, we've been bringing Sussex County the finest in meats and poultry. We are your hometown butcher shop with a full-service deli, fresh-cut meats daily, and a kitchen for all your catering needs. We also carry imported groceries, a large line of frozen products, including seafood. All the food you see here was made in our very own kitchen, so come on by or check us out online to see what Sussex Meatpacking can do for you.
Farmstead Golf and Country Club is the perfect place to host your event. Weddings, christenings, baby and bridal showers, and sports banquets. The staff at Farmstead will make your day a special one. The banquet facility overlooks their beautiful 27-hole golf course. Farmstead Golf and Country Club can also host your charity golf event. For more information on the Farmstead banquet facilities or to book your tee time, call 383-1666. Farmstead Golf and Country Club, located on Lawrence Road in Lafayette. Visit their website at farmsteadgolf.com.
Sussex Rural Electric wants to save you money. Beat the Peak is a program that helps us avoid buying extra power when a high-usage event happens. If you participate, our technicians install equipment that limits the use of your water heater and air conditioner during times of high usage, typically a few hours on very hot days. There's no cost to you, and signing up your water heater gets you a $100 bill credit or gift card and a $2 bill credit per month. Central Air is a $50 bill credit or gift card and a $5 bill credit per month. Credit available June, July, and August. We can all work together to beat the peak by calling 875-5101 or emailing customer service at sussexrec.com.
Welcome back to the Franklin-Sussex Automall, Franklin-Sussex Hyundai Sports Beat. Hunterdon Warren Sussex final. Hunterdon Central against Sparta. Boys soccer. Let's check out who won that game.
These highlights are being brought to you by Rev It Up, Auto and Maintenance Garage on Main Street in Sparta.
We go to Warren Hills High School for the Hunterdon Warren Sussex boys soccer final, and it's Dan Baker of Sparta with the throw-in, but Hunterdon Central keeper Dan McAdon is there for the save, and we have no score. That changes here. Watch Alessandro Truppi headed to Jacob Grant, who makes the nice run, and he buries it into the upper corner, and Hunterdon Central has a 1-0 lead 10 minutes into the game. The Red Devils get a corner here, and it's Aiden Cook with the service, but Sparta goalie Danny DeMarco makes the stop on the header from Evan Ushak to keep it a 1-0 game midway through the opening half. Hunterdon Central, however, scores here on the little two-man game. Watch Martin Menendez with the touch to Alessandro Truppi, who crosses it back to Menendez for the goal, and it's 2-0 Red Devils with 14:04 to go here in the opening half. It stays that way at the half, thanks to this save from Sparta goalie Danny DeMarco on the rocket, but Sparta has a 2-0 deficit at the break. All right, second half we go, and 4 minutes in, it's Matt Teterow with the terrific cross here to Josh Bordick, who blasts it home, and the Red Devils are pulling away with a 3-0 lead. And 5 minutes later, it's Alessandro Truppi with the free kick that finds Josh Bordick, and he scores to push Hunterdon Central's lead to 4-0 over Sparta. The Red Devils weren't through. Off another set piece and a quick restart, it's Aiden Cook with the perfectly placed pass to Andrew Picasso for the goal, and it's 5-0 with 13:49 to go in the game. Sparta's battling to get on the scoreboard, and it's Devin Leibel with the free kick, but no one's home for the Spartans, and remains 5-0 Hunterdon Central. Then it's Danny DeMarco with the nice service into the box off the free kick, but the header goes wide as number 3 Hunterdon Central would top number 8 Sparta 5-0 to capture the Hunterdon Warren Sussex title.
It was a difficult road, and I think the boys managed it really well. I don't think we had any easy victories. I think having to play 5 games is tough. We didn't get a double bye. So we came out and we took care of business on our home games. And then, of course, we had the big win against High Point, and we followed that up with another big win at Phillipsburg. And then we ran into a bit of a buzzsaw today. Nothing they did was unexpected. There was nothing that they threw at us that we weren't expecting. But at the end of the day, they were just better than us.
Now, aside from today's performance, your goalie has been outstanding. He did make some big saves today, but throughout the tournament, he stood on his head.
Yeah, he did. Danny's, a freshman who doesn't play like a freshman. And coming off the field right now, he was, not a happy camper. And I know he doesn't ever want to give up goals, not to mention 5. And not that any of it were his fault or anyone's fault for that matter. I think sometimes when you have a team pressing you for 80 minutes at a time, trying to keep them out of the goal is not easy to do. And like I said, they're big, they're physical, they're just a difficult team for us to match up against right now. But, for the whole tournament, he's been our MVP, no doubt about it.
Moving forward into the postseason, what do you guys think you can accomplish?
We expect to win. I don't think there's a game that we expect not to win. We have Wayne Valley on Monday, who's, I'm sure, a good team. And I'll be honest with you, we haven't spent much time thinking about them because of the game today. But I know I can see them online, and I'll do that tonight. And so will my assistant coach, Travis, and we'll meet tomorrow, and we'll talk about them and what we think we can do against them. But at the end of the day, really, we talk a lot about just doing what we do well. And if we do that, we're difficult to play against. So we plan on coming out and playing our game like we did today. I mean, we didn't change anything for today. We played exactly the way we always do. And we plan to do the same thing Monday. And if we do that, we feel we'll be moving on in the tournament.
Sparta, the number 8 seed in our tournament, makes it all the way to the final. All right, folks, we're here at Franklin-Sussex Automall, the only choice you need. Let's take a commercial timeout.
Hi, Bill Snopper here, and October Fright Fest is on at Franklin-Sussex Automall. Get fantastic savings up to $10,000 off MSRP on all new Jeeps, Chryslers, Dodges, and Rams.
Get a 2016 Ram 1500 Quad Cab 4x4 for just $139 a month. I see you, Bill.
Think your credit is dead? We'll bring it back to life. Our banks want to say yes, you're approved. Walk in for a great deal and drive out feeling alive. Hurry to Route 23 in Sussex and look out behind you.
Celebration event Manpower Days.
Hi, I'm Kurt from KG Companies. KG Companies has been serving Sussex County for over 27 years. We provide solar, electric, and general contracting services for both commercial and residential projects. As an employer and a parent of student athletes, I appreciate the life lessons sports teaches our young people. I want to recognize and thank all the teachers, coaches, and parents that promote and make high school athletics possible here at Veritas and throughout the county.
Sussex County Community College is a great place to branch out and figure out what suits you best and what fits you as an individual.
The array of classes that they offer was perfect.
Professors will go out of their way for you. They'll sit with you until you understand completely.
It was the right choice for me because it would save me money and I would be able to get all my gen eds done before moving on to a four-year university.
Visit us at sussex.edu to find out more. Sussex County Community College. Start here, go anywhere.
Hi, I am State Farm Agent Alex Aguado. My office here in Sparta, New Jersey consists of 6 insurance professionals with over 50 years experience. We consider it a privilege to help meet your needs. So please take a moment and send us an email or give us a call. Thank you, and we look forward to hearing from you soon.
money, money. Pop, 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 money, money, money. Use your phone to pay your friends. You can even pay the rent. Out to dinner, pay your buddy. Use your phone to pop your money. Lakeland Banks pop money, money. Pop, 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 money, money, money. Pay the sitter, send a gift. It's real easy, you get my drift? You don't need checks, you don't need cash. Use pop money, it's so fast.
Lakeland Bank's Pop Money, the easy way to pay people. Pop to it.
Welcome back to the Franklin-Sussex Automall, Franklin-Sussex Hyundai Sports Beat. Former Rutgers football player Eric LeGrand, who was paralyzed while playing college football, goes around to different schools now and tells his story. He recently was at Jefferson High School, and Dan Cleary went to check it out.
This portion of a sports beat is sponsored by Tire King behind the AMP in Sussex, where everyone can afford to retire. Tire King now does brakes as well. Tire King. Tell Charles Caparis Muggsy sent me. Walk in there and yell out, Tire King. The phone number is 875-5950.
It's just amazing to be able to come out and speak to high school kids. You know, these guys are our future. And if I can share a little bit of my story with them, you know, I'm not that far removed from high school. I was just here 9 years ago. So if I could just share my message with them about handling adversity and going through life and being appreciative, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, just talk about that message. I mean, you're such an inspiration to so many people.
Yeah, you know, I have a story, you know, I have a journey that I feel like I needed to tell, and a lot of experiences that I've gotten to have over my 26-year life so far. And, you know, if I believe that could help them out too, you know, go through life, I tell them when you face some type of adversity, it doesn't matter if you're 5 years old or you're 45 years old, it's how you handle it what ultimately defines you. So that's my message to these kids.
The 6-year anniversary was recently, and then also in the same week, they rededicated the park in your hometown in your name. Just kind of an emotional week, I imagine, for you.
Yeah, you know, I got to reflect on it, you know, the day after. It was, you know, usually always the day of. I'm always doing something, but then it's usually the day after I look back on, wow, look at where I've been the past 6 years, the people I've gotten to meet, and the places I've gotten to go. It's been truly amazing and honestly a blessing. So it's been pretty cool. And then my park that I grew up in, that was awesome. You know, I grew up there playing baseball, football, basketball, especially with the older kids. You know, that's why I believe where my skills came from, you know, and developed playing out there. So being able to have that park named after me was incredible.
Unfortunately, this past weekend, someone you knew and was an inspiration, Dennis Bird, passed away in a car accident. Just talk about how when you went through your situation, he had sent you his book.
Yeah, I sent it to my trainer, Arno, who brought it over to me a few weeks after my injury. And, you know, I never got to read it because it's a hard copy. But, you know, just hearing his story and then got to see the video of him going back out into the field and doing a coin toss with his team after doctors told me I'll never walk again. Instantly, that was motivation for me from the very start of my injury, and that's exactly still motivates me to one day be able to do that. You know, it may take a little bit longer, but if I get to do what he did one day, that's the goal.
Part of your journey is being a spokesperson for the Christopher and Dana Reeve Foundation. Just talk about your role there.
Yeah, being able to, you know, to have a foundation to raise money, give people hope for this injury, you know, using my platform, you know, to do it, because a lot of people I meet all the time ask me, is there any progress we're making? I get to update them on that, which is pretty cool. But it just gives them hope, like one day that you know that somebody's out there working for you. If I can be that hope for them and that inspiration to help give back, and you know, I feel like, you know, this is what I'm called to do, help other people out that aren't as fortunate.
And one of the things you're doing a digital series for Fox Sports. Just tell everyone about how that is and how they can find it.
Yeah, it's a 4-minute shorts. We're doing 6 digital pieces with FoxSports.com, and we've been able to go into the face of people living in the face of adversity and share their stories and bring them some cool opportunities where they've gotten to go all over the place and meet, you know, maybe some people that they never thought would meet, or give them experiences that they never thought that they would experience. And it's all about me being the host of it, someone who's living in the face of adversity every day. And people can go to FoxSports.com/Mission Possible to check it out. It's pretty amazing.
And I'd be remiss not to ask you, Scarlet Knights having a tough season in the Big Ten. Your thoughts about the program? Chris Ash has a plan. I think if he sticks to it, it's going to be okay.
Oh, he definitely has a plan. We're getting these New Jersey guys to stay home. We got to get all these northern New Jersey guys up here to start coming down to Rutgers, get to South Jersey, Central Jersey, build a little fence around here, and promise that talent will prosper if we can plant that seed. And I believe Coach Ash, he's already got the seeds planted. Now it's for us to water it.
Jefferson head football coach Jerry Venarino, very pleased his players had an opportunity to hear such a great inspirational speaker in Eric LeGrand.
It's a great opportunity for not only just the football team, but the school as a whole. A lot of community members came out to his presentation in the auditorium early, and it just was something special for the players to get the chance to have an eat-in, lunch-in, and The question and answer period was great because then he could really solely talk about his experiences playing football and how those experiences have helped him, not only playing college football, but in real life as well.
Jefferson's captains were enthralled that they had the chance to talk and interact with Eric LeGrand during a Q&A period, and they all felt it very inspirational.
It's such a pleasure to have Eric LeGrand come to our school. For him to tell us his message after reading his book in his own words, it was great because everyone knows what happened to him and how tragic the injury was, but he's turned a tragic event into something that motivates everyone, and I'm actually very motivated from him because he taught me to go out and play every play as it's my last and never give up, and no matter how bad it is, it's never as bad as you think it is. So just keep making everything positive out of the worst possible situation. So that's pretty much what I got out of it.
A ton of inspiration. I mean, us as a football team, we can find the smallest things to connect to and everything, but just him being able to come out and speak to us is just awesome. Just to take the time out of his life and the things he has to go to come and talk to us, even as a school and to the football team individually, it's just awesome for us and just brings a smile to our faces that he can do this.
It was a huge inspiration to see someone that went D1 to Rutgers, questionably going to the NFL, doing a great job, and everything just was taken away from him at a time, and he was able to bounce back and he go to high schools and speak to kids and be inspirational. And it was just really cool to see someone that was could have been in such a dark place, but he just found light in it.
Jefferson Township High School Principal Dr. Timothy Plotz very pleased that his school could host Eric LeGrand.
Coming here in the summer, finding out that our school had done the One Book, One School initiative as their summer reading project, the students were very inspired by the book, the readings, and what they found out about it. It was at that time that we decided, let's see if we can get him to come here to deliver that message of obviously believing, number one, and overcoming some of the challenges that we have. We all have challenges in life. Our students recognize that, but having his inspirational message shows them that their challenges aren't as big sometimes as we may perceive them to be. I think he did a great job today delivering the message to our student body as well as our football team here, enjoying a nice friendly lunch and exchanging some good war stories. And I think it was a win-win for all of our kids and him as well. So great day for all.
All right, folks, here at the world-famous Automall, the only choice you need, Route 23 in Sussex. Time to buy a car here. The end of the month, I'm telling you, it's a great time to buy a new or used vehicle here at Franklin-Sussex Automall. Come on, folks. Come on down here to the world-famous Automall right now and buy that new or used vehicle. Let's take a commercial time out.
Sussex County Community College is a great place to branch out and figure out what suits you best and what fits you as an individual.
The array of classes that they offer, it was perfect.
Professors will go out of their way for you. They'll sit with you until you understand completely.
It was the right choice for me because it would save me money and I would be able to get all my gen eds done before moving on to a four-year university.
Visit us at sussex.edu to find out more. Sussex County Community College. Start here, go anywhere.
Green Valley Farms with locations in Sussex County and Pike County, Pennsylvania. Green Valley Farms supplies local restaurants with the best beef. Green Valley Farms has homemade ice cream and the freshest produce. Owners Joy and Deuce Talamay are old-time farmers. Green Valley Farms. Check them out on Facebook. American Federal Mortgage knows shopping for a mortgage can be stressful. They have the lowest rates in the nation with their state-approved lock and loan form. American Federal Mortgage has great customer service to answer your questions and concerns. They will get you into the home of your dreams. For more information, call 888-321-HOUSE or go to njmortgage.com.
First words, meaningful signs, and foreign languages. Learning sounds like fun. First steps, new challenges, and happy dances. Learning develops by leaps and bounds. Early scribbles, swirls of creativity, and strokes of genius. Learning is all around the Goddard School. Good choice.
Party time or work time? Tri-State Rentals has the right tools and supplies for your next job or party, event, and wedding tents in many sizes, plus all the accessories you need to host that perfect party, including bounce houses, carnival games, and catering supplies. We also rent tools and equipment for any job, big or small, indoor or out. We rent, sell, and service Kubota tractors. Planning your next job or event just got easier. Visit Tri-State Rentals online at tristaterentals.com or visit our showroom, 105 Sparta Avenue, Newton.
Welcome back to the Franklin-Sussex Automall, Franklin-Sussex Hyundai Sports Beat. My man Steve Leo from Parisi Speed School sponsors our male and female athletes of the week.
Let's give the male athlete of the week to Patrick Bresney of Newton's boys soccer team. He had a goal and assist in their big win over High Point 3-0 that helped the Braves capture the Freedom Division title. Hey, Patrick Bresney, you are the male athlete of the week. Let's give the female athlete of the week to Brooke Rossiter of Sparta's girls soccer team. She scored 3 goals in Sparta's 4-1 victory over Jefferson that helped them clinch the American Division title. Hey, Brooke Rossiter, you are the female athlete of the week.
It's now time for the Orthopedic Institute of New Jersey Play of the Week.
We had the Castles Field first quarter action between Jefferson and Sparta, both undefeated. Jefferson goes to punt, but it's Ryan Rossiter blocking it. Then he scoops it up and takes it in from 12 yards out for the touchdown to give Sparta a 14-0 lead as they would top Jefferson 41-10, and that is our play of the week.
The Orthopedic Institute of New Jersey, with locations in Sussex, Morris, Union, Warren, and Pike County, Pennsylvania, is a proud sponsor of the Play of the Week.
All right, folks, time for the Sussex Meatpacking Soccer Field Hockey Play of the Week, sponsored by Henry and Eli over there at Sussex Meatpacking.
Okay, we go to Sussex Tech. It's late here in the first overtime. It's Carly Knoll to Yareli Santos, who bodies it home for the goal as Sussex Tech stuns Wallkill Valley 2-1 for its first ever NJAC Division victory. And that is our Soccer Field Hockey Play of the Week.
All right, folks, the Hall of Fame induction ceremony coming up this Friday. Bill Snoffer, general manager here at Franklin-Sussex Automall, will be an honorary inductee, along with Billy Siska, former Great Newton quarterback, basketball player. So glad to see those two guys get in, among some other inductees. And you can buy tickets right now by, calling the Hall of Fame? Here the information is on the screen right now. Contact the Hall of Fame. We need to sell more tickets. And if you want to buy an ad in the book, there's still some time. There's no time left, so you missed it, folks. We'll have our ad in the book, so maybe next year you can buy an ad in the book. The Hall of Fame does some great community things, and they recognize the fine athletes we have around the Sussex County area, and some great sports reporters like Dan Cleary, 2012, right? 13. All right. That'll be 3 years ago now, Dan. All right. Well, hope to see you at the Hall of Fame dinner, all right? Don't get me started. I'm not going to be at the bar all night. Come on. You know me better than that. All right, folks, here we are at the world-famous Automall. I better sell some cars or I will be at the bar all night crying in my beer. From the world-famous Automall, we bid you a hearty good night.